Hello, Aeternum, and welcome to KOTT News, Aeternum's #1 source for news. And this is the War Report. No change in the dynamic of Aeternum last night as the Covenant converts of Locker Room hold out inside the fort, winning the first fight of New World League West. KOTT News crews caught up with one of the participants who couldn't wait to compliment her opponents.
Really strong players. Yeah, I mean, we held them off and yeah, we pulled it through. It's my understanding that it was supposed to be a no siege war. So yeah, and they had the cannons out there.
Okay, yeah, so can you clarify that for me a little bit? I noticed that there were some cannons to take the final objective there, to put you into fort phase in the first place. And then
Yes.
after the first push, which was a quick strike through Alpha to get right on the flag that you pushed back, good job there. But then more cannons came out over on the Charlie Gate. Now, is that something you can clarify for me on the rules?
So we all asked Moxie if he would put up siege at the start of the war, ballistas, and he informed us that it was supposed to be a no siege war, that nobody wanted siege. But we're fighting over Sea Point, and they had, I think it was like 3 or 4 cannons out in the field just firing on us on Sea Point. So that definitely gave them the advantage to take it from us. And then whenever we went to fort phase, of course, they had all the cannons around, fort and everything. I know Pendy and some of the point team, they were charging out to take out the cannons outside of B, so it was pretty funny. I was just tossing my sacreds as deep as I could, but yeah. So, I mean, in the end, we, still prevailed and held the town down.
For
but,
sure. No,
yeah,
I totally get it. So I was wondering
yeah.
through the chaos of voice comms that I had access to what the rules were. So the horns on defense weren't necessarily set up that way. That's just a miscommunication. So we might see different kinds of elements in future wars.
Yeah, I think that they're going to clarify, and I think they're going to be stricter with the rules because siege. So whenever you're an attacking army, having ballistas shoot at you, especially if you get somebody on there. I know Rug is not in New World League, but if you get somebody as good as him who's pesky on the siege, it's a total pain to deal with.
I have seen 4 straight people go down watching that, so I totally understand.
Yes.
But you did hold the line. 3 fights outside and 5 fights on the inside. They were only able to get the flag to about 30%, I believe, before I lost camera. Call it 50% for scoring purposes. I believe that gives you guys a 3-1 victory here tonight.
Yeah. We'll take it. Yeah, it was a fun war. I wasn't really paying too much attention to point tech, I'll be honest. Because, I mean, I was healing from top of B, so I was just trying to make sure I kept, my guys in line of sight so I could heal them. And I know Tuna and Pendy, who were my 2 bruisers, they kept going into B choke, and I'm like, oh gosh. Yeah, I had to keep, standing on the very edge of the top of B to try to kill them, but yeah, it was a fun war, though.
Sick. Zaralina, I want to thank you again for stopping and giving us the moment of your time and the perspective of the healer in the war. Thanks for all the shout-outs. We appreciate it. Any last words you might want to say before you head off to review VODs?
Shout out to Kill Squad for keeping top of B clear. I know as a healer, I definitely took advantage of it. And even whenever they were pressuring us in the back line, our Kill Squad and Quad DPS, really came through to clear it out and to help peel for us. So very much appreciated. And of course, our main ball team, they did a very good job of keeping their healers from stepping, and just all around. It was a good war, so yeah, good job to the whole team.
The invasion response squad able to easily hold the line last night in Night Haven, but gathering to discuss today's needs looks like 4 fights over 3 hours, with 2 simultaneous in the 9 o'clock time slot. With New World League West getting underway, citizens are advised that while there may be more open-world combat, there will also be groups of 1 to 200 extra people out there, making sure some companies definitely win. Another roster submission for Simulated Fantasy Combat Resolution tonight, brought to you by LARPCO. Remember, if it isn't LARPCO, it is cardboard. With special thanks to the craft services crew. If you'd like to contribute to preserving history, Patreon is currently the best way. Tonight, the Marauders of Sith Happens assail the syndicate members of Rested XP for control of the coconuts of the Southern Cutlass Keys. Sith Happens reload and return to the Southern Peninsula, intent on another round of back and forth with their syndicate island rivals. Rested XP, working on improving their strategies, look forward to trying out their latest defensive tactics against this motley group of marauders. Be sure to tune in for complete coverage and reactions from the citizens tonight at 11. Until then, this has been War Correspondent JChalant, KOTT News.